Hi everyone, it's Michelle from Scrap Secrets and welcome to another Sketch Sunday video. So this week's sketch comes to you from My Favorite Things, and here is a very rough drawing of what it looks like. As always, the link to the website will be listed below in the more information section, so you can go over and check it out and participate in their weekly challenge. So the stamps we're going to use this week are both My Favorite Things stamps, and they are True Friends, and we're using the open hearts from this one. The main images are going to be from the All My Love stamp set, and we're going to be using these hearts here. The other one, I may use that one, I don't know, but I wanted to give it some open and some solid heart stamps. We may be using one of these sentiments too, I'm not sure. So I wanted to do a Valentine's Day card, but I wanted to do it in non-traditional Valentine's Day colors. So this is my ink swatch ring that I have, and I decided on blue, and I just went through and picked out the shades of blue that I liked. So I picked out 4 different shades. We're going to be using a blue cardstock base. This is cut down from 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and it was cut down in half, so it is now 4 1/4 by 5.5 inches as I folded it over. And we're going to start inking up the stamps. I had put the hearts on top of it and closed the MISTI, and just so now they are clung to the front of my MISTI. So we're just going to ink them up. First one we're going to use is Hero Arts Shadow Ink in Soft Pool. And we're going to be doing an ombre look. So really with ombre, what you want to do if you're using, either if you're using an ombre ink pad or a regular ink pad, you kind of just want to cha-cha over the existing ink that you did. You want to ink up more than what you want to be that color and just cha-cha back and forth so that you don't have a harsh transition line between the two colors. Now you can go back and forth and add color. So we used Hero Arts Mid-Tone Pool, Hero Arts Mid-Tone Cornflower, and then this is My Favorite Things Lush Lagoon. I'm just going to go in with a baby wipe. I got some ink on the cover. So I'm going to go back with the lightest because I feel like that, you can't really tell if it's inked up or not. This is such a light color. And I don't know how this is going to react on the front of this cardstock because it's the first time I've stamped on this. So we will see how the images, it may give like a watermark look to the lighter colors, but we will see. The great thing about using the MISTI is you can stamp it again over and over in the exact same spots, which is one of the biggest reasons I use the MISTI. So obviously it did not give a great stamped image, so we're going to do the same thing again. We're just going to re-ink the stamps up, kind of trying to stay in the same place, but the nice part about it is you don't really have to. It's going to create a different color for the layer if you don't stay in the same spots, which is perfectly fine with me because you get different shades when you do this. And then so it's going to kind of be cascading down from that really light color to the darkest color. So again, we're going to press on the images, just kind of walk your hands over it. Now the MISTI has a foam pad in here, and you use it when you're using the clear stamps. When you're using the red rubber stamps, you take it out because it's too much thickness to fit in here. But it does have a foam stamp underneath. If you've seen other people's videos where they stamp with like a mouse pad, this kind of does the same exact thing. So let's see how these images have turned out. Much better. I think this one needs to definitely be done again. This heart, these ones are kind of good. We want to do a little bit more here. The bottom one is pretty good too. So we're just going to want to kind of, again, we're going to ink it up because there may be some spots that you can get a darker image to or a different color because you're again inking up 2 different colors to create a third on the overlap. The top of this. So I'm not going to do the bottom color because that Lush Lagoon is so dark and it did a good job in the beginning. So I can kind of see through where it looks like it's not stamping, so I don't know if the ink isn't transferring onto the stamps. There are people that prep their stamps by using an eraser on them. I've never actually done that. They use an eraser on brand new stamps. It's like this part here doesn't look like it's inking up very well. It's inking, but it's not transferring very well. So let's see if we can get that to transfer. Maybe if I just put one solid color on it right now. And that really looks like it's the only spot that is not transferring the ink. We may be able to cover it up with something, a sentiment, if it does not ink up very well. You can always do that. You can always hide your mistakes within some type of embellishment. Not mistakes, but things that just don't stamp very well. You can always hide things. Okay, so that kind of did it. I just want to do it one more time. I'm gonna go back in with some of the pool because it kind of looks like it's all the same color, which is fine. Again, you don't need to have the variation in colors. I just thought that it would be kind of cool to do a monochromatic card. Again, one more time down at the bottom. Seeing if this will really help it. Just putting some pressure on the end. There we go. Not perfect stamping. It's definitely better, but it kind of gives it a little vintagey feel. Okay, so now that we've done that, I want to go back in. So in the sketch, there's a little banner piece here. So I used some light blue cardstock that I just had lying around and cut out a banner piece that I had. This is from My Favorite Things Die-Namics set. And it was some kind of, I think, Christmas tags that they had at Christmas time. Might have been a blueprint, I don't remember. And this is with a bunch of love sentiments that there's on there. So I cut that out of another piece of blue cardstock that I had. And what I want to do is I want to put it on the page, and I also want to have the heart coming off of it so that this is completely blue. Now we can use the open hearts and go back in and stamp. I think that I'm going to do that real quickly. I'm just going to take out just a block, acrylic block that I had before, and I'm just going to take all the lids off, and I'm just going to kind of do a little ombre look and just stamp the hearts. Only gonna do a couple of these. I don't think that it needs to be completely overwhelming and busy because we do have a lot going on in this card. So I just want to add a couple of little hearts to it just to finish it off. And then we're going to do the cornflower blue. Maybe we'll do right here because we also have the washi tape that we're going to use. So just added 3 little hearts. This one was a solid color. These other 2 were 2 different colors. So I really didn't need to take the lids off of all of these. Just put them back on real quick so that they don't dry out. And then we are going to start with the washi tape. I'm going to put this aside and we will work with the washi tape. So this is the color that I've chosen. I have a new washi tape caddy that I got from Michael's the other day, and I just went through, and when I decided on the color blue, I looked to see what kind of washi tape I had that was blue. I had a bunch of rolls, but I found that this one I think I liked the best. So, and these are old. All of my washi tape is pretty old. I haven't bought any washi tape in a while. I just kind of store it, and I haven't really been using it on projects. So I thought this one would be really good to use. Okay, so I'm going to cut off a piece that's a little bit longer than the card base, and then just line it up to the best that I can on the side. And then I'll go back in with my scissors and cut off the excess pieces. If this was a multi-layer card where I was doing other, you know, putting this on top of a card base, you could always wrap this around. But because it's not, it's mainly a one-layer card. One-layer monochromatic card. So these are the cards that are really easy to make and simple, so that when you're pressed for time, you can, you know, it doesn't have to be an hour card that you're sitting here making. You can do nice cards in a short amount of time. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to put a little bit of glue with the Zig 2A glue pen on the heart. And we're going to put that, probably should have put it on the back of the arrow too. While I'm at it, let me pull that off and put the Zig 2A glue on this. The nice thing about the Zig 2A glue pen is that it doesn't dry right away, so you can move things around. So we're just gonna kind of put it right here so that you can see that heart, you can see the bottom of that heart. And then I'm gonna use the Zig 2A glue pen again. I could have popped this up, but I really don't want that much dimension on this card. Kind of want it to be more like a one layer. And there's the card. You can put a sentiment on the inside if you'd like. If not, you can just leave it like this. I think I'm gonna leave it blank for right now. So this is a Valentine's Day card in non-traditional, non-red and pink cards. This is something that you could definitely give to a guy. And it was fairly simple to do. We did it in under 15 minutes. It took probably took about 10 minutes with everything. So it was very, very simple to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. And I will see you guys again real soon for the next Sketch Sunday. Bye!